We're now in week 3 of the 90-day life transformation. We're going to talk about internal cleansing. So my expert with me is Caleb Meadows. You met him in week 1 where we talked about raw food and getting the food and nourishment into our bodies. Well, now we're going to talk about what we need to take out of the body, aren't we, Caleb?
Yes. Today we are talking about coffee enemas.
Well, if you're a normal female who, like me, is in your 50s, and I just turned 56, most of you are going to have problems with candida, which is an overgrowth of yeast in your intestinal system. I'm trying to be delicate about this.
It's not too delicate, yes.
You can be. So even a lot of men who have a gut like I have, which we're working on, candida is one of those challenges that you have, which is why you have this gut right around here, our midsection. So one of the things coffee enemas does is it gets and moves the yeast out of your intestinal tract. So I found out that I had been doing coffee enemas wrong. And it may not be your most favorite thing to do, but it will help you in your detox process.
And I will run the water through, and then I will have the coffee already in the bottom of the pot. I don't want to put it in here with a filter because the chemicals from the paper will leach into the coffee. The type of water that I'm using is non-chlorinated, that can be deionized or distilled water, just something that doesn't have chlorine. Chlorine inhibits the detoxing process and you won't get the full effect of the coffee in that water. Once it's already made, the coffee, you turn the coffee pot off and let it set for a couple hours, and then it'll cool off, and the beans will actually settle down to the bottom. And that will be the easiest way to do it. That's how I like to do it, so that so we don't have any beans in our bag.
Okay, so we've got our coffee ready. We're going to put it in a bag, and what we use I would call as a hot water bottle or a douche bag that women have used to douche.
Yes,
right?
That's correct.
And then we're going to hang it up in the bathroom, like on the shower stall?
Yes.
Okay.
And remember, we just want half the bag full, because that half the bag is going to fill the lower part of the intestine, and that lower part of the intestine, the blood vessels go straight to the liver, and that is a detoxing process. But it's just that bottom half that we're wanting to go after instead of the full colon, because that when we get up into the higher part of the colon, it's going to be just like drinking the coffee, and we're going to get the full effect of the caffeine, and that's not what we want. Okay. We're wanting it just to detox.
Do you need to try to hold the coffee in for an amount of time?
You need to hold it for try to hold it for as long as you can. The maximum time is 12 minutes. You want to always put your probiotics in before and after you do this. So your acidophilus and things like that. Yogurt also is filled with probiotics.
We're talking eating or taking in by the mouth.
Yes.
Not the other.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is week 3. So we've talked about starting the raw food, putting vibrant, healthy, life-giving food in. We've talked about our body, mind, and spirit. And now we're talking about internal cleansing, getting those toxins out. Week 3 is the end of my standard process detox. Okay. And so it's a time of moving that out. So the next step will be using Juice Plus. And we're going to use Juice Plus, and we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about how we can incorporate our food and our daily affirmations and surrounding ourselves with people who are spiritual and positive oriented. Who are the 5 people that you surround yourself with? Write it down. Ask yourself, do these people encourage you and support you, or do they discourage you and limit you and tell you things that you can't do? So ask yourself, who are the 5 people I choose to spend time with to support me in my new life, knowing that I live in passion, with purpose, power, and abundance. Thank you for tuning in this week.